All right, good morning, gang. Happy Friday. We're up here at the at my normal full-time workplace, and we're going to do this grapple video that I've been meaning to do for quite a while. We had some delays getting it all hooked up. Excuse me. The reason being, these hydraulic couplers are different than what came on the Grapple itself. It came with some big ones that were, I don't know what they're designed for, obviously for a bigger machine, but I had to get the correct fittings, and then I had to get the correct hoses, because this end of that hose is an oddball, and that's what was on here, and there was no way to adapt it to this thing. So I ended up having two new hoses made. This is the original fitting on the machine, so I can swap the other hoses back on. And this is just a 3/8 pipe thread, and so if I want to get more of these fittings of different sizes to be able to put this Grapple on a different size machine, it won't be too hard to do that. So anyway, but that was a delay. It took me an extra week to get those hoses. They had to order parts in and all kinds of stuff, but it's on there now. It's working good, and we're gonna make this video. So I've got my son Bradley here to help me out. He's going to be running the machine, and we're kind of learning this together as we go. This is the first time we've used the Grapple. The Grapple's pretty heavy. It's like 300 pounds already by itself. So even without anything in it, you can feel it kind of bounce in the front of the machine. So we're going to see how this works. I've got one of our work dumpsters pulled down here into position, and we're just going to, there's a pile of brush. There's Bradley. There's a pile of brush down below there that's been there forever. It's all dried up and nasty, and we're gonna do our best to load that in that dumpster and see how that goes. So go ahead, bud, and hop on there and fire that dude up, and let's get after it. I've got a camera set up over here on top of my dirt pile that I've used as a different video prop. And it is set up facing the dumpster, so we should be able to get a decent view of putting stuff in there. So we're gonna sort of pick our way through the bushes down here. I do have a fire extinguisher in my truck. I have two fire extinguishers in my truck, just in case this exhaust from this machine tries to start this dry grass on fire. I don't think it will, but got to be ready for that. Rotate it. There you go. A little lower even. Go ahead and back up. See if we can get a little better grab there. A little more. That's good. Now we'll drop the whole thing down. Oh, back up about 8 inches. Let's see one stick under there. Go ahead, back a little more. Right there. Now go forward. big rock caught in the front. Go ahead and just open it right there. We got a rock jammed in between there already. Go ahead and open it more. Okay, hold it. Get that out. Alright, hold it right there. We'll grab a persuader out of the back of the truck and let's see if we can pop this thing out. Shouldn't take too much, I hope. A little more than I thought. It's in there pretty good. There it goes. Okay, I'll take that. I'll move that rock before we come back down here and get the next bite. In fact, you know what, bud? I'll move the rock right now, and then you can get a bigger bite before you go. Okay. got that in there pretty good, but otherwise it'll hang up when the dumpster guy comes to pick it up. Have him try to basically rake all of the stuff in, all this stuff on the outside in towards the middle, and then we'll grab it that way. That one chunk in the middle there, that's one big old mesquite bush that's buried in dirt and all kinds of stuff. So that may be a little harder to manage. We'll see. Had to run back up and get, my other camera wasn't starting for some reason. I got it figured out now. Got it running in time-lapse mode. About this kind of dried up brush and stuff, it's not super heavy, so even though the grapple is pretty heavy, it's not overwhelming the machine. I won't be surprised if we have some pack rats come scurrying out of here.
Take these off.
bunch of pack rats running for the hills as he was biting into that. That's definitely a pack rat den. I had to shut my camera off for a little bit. It told me it was getting too hot. So we're back on videoing again. I'm going to try a little different technique with gravel. Come straight down from the top here to see what that does. Better or worse, but it works. Kind of a small bite, but that's all right. Trying to fit it into that dumpster, the smaller bites are going in easier. We'll use it like a reverse rake and see if we can pull that out where it's easier to get a hold of. Whoa! Hey, that's interesting. All right, go ahead and push the bucket down. That was exciting. You're gonna have to lift it clear up, I guess. Well, that grapple is pretty stinking heavy, and then when you go down in a little hole, good thing the bucket was out front. with this grapple so far. It's doing a good job on this stuff. A little tricky with a narrow dumpster like we have, but I think overall it's working great. Well, we went and grabbed another dumpster. Wanted to have a little more room and not overfill that one, so. Pieces in this one, so we're going to have to just sort of try to shove it in there, see if we can break the ends off. Alrighty, well, all in all, not bad at all. I think that thing works pretty darn good. I'm really happy with the grapple. The little machine does a pretty fair job, even though that grapple's pretty heavy out there on the end. It's just heavier than the machine. It can lift it fine, it just doesn't have enough weight in the back. So, but overall it worked really good. I mean, we got a lot moved. We're gonna have to knock it off here though, because we're just out of room. We don't have anywhere else to put stuff. So we'll finish getting these small ends folded over and broken off and shoved so they're all the way in the dumpster, and we'll call it a wrap. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks to my man Bradley over here for doing the operating for me. We're just sort of learning this together, getting used to the way this thing works. And he tried to become the human cannonball there at one point, get catapulted out in the bushes, but luckily he hung on, he rode it out, he did a good job. A lot of people would have bailed off. So that was a little bit entertaining, but all is well that ends well. Had a pack rat try to run up my leg at one point. He came running out of that pile and ran right towards me. So they were abandoning ship all throughout the whole episode there. Well, anyway guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll keep these videos coming, and I will catch you later.